Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria, and today I am going to be talking about series that I need to finish. I recently did a video that I will link down below and up in the cards above that was series that I will not be finishing at all, that I'm just like DNFing the series. And so now for this video, I'm going to be doing series that I still want to finish, that I'm in the middle of, or that I've read one book and I still want to read. And some of these series are ones that I don't know how many books they're going to be in the series. There are maybe 3 out and there could be 6 in the series, but the other ones aren't out yet. And I just haven't read all of the ones that are out yet. And then some of them are completed series that I've read 1 or 2 books that I still want to finish the completed series. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense in my head, but I hope that makes sense. So there are a lot more series on this list than there were on my series that I will not be finishing list, which honestly is a good thing. Would rather have more series that I want to read than ones that I don't want to read. So because there are so many, I'm gonna start. So the first series is one that I mentioned recently in a video. I think it was my KU TBR video. That was like high priority KU TBR. And that is the Queens and Monsters series by J.T. Geisinger. I read Ruthless Creatures and I very much want to continue the series. I have Carnal Urges, which I think is book 2, checked out on my TBR on KU right now, which is why I was included in that KU video. And it's a mafia romance series, and I gave book 1 3.5 stars, but I liked it enough that I want to continue the series. And I hear that like the series gets better and better, like the later books in the series are like crazy amazing. And I know that Jess from Peace Love Books just recently included Carnal Urges, I think it was Carnal Urges, on her favorite books that she's read so far this year video. So I think I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Jess and I have very similar tastes, so I think it'll go well. The second one that I have is the 5 Pack series by Kate C. Wells. This is the series that includes The Tyrant Alpha's Rejected Mate. Terrible title, but amazing book. And book 2 in this series that I don't remember the name of is out, and I just haven't read that one yet, and I very much want to read that one because I loved the first one so much. I do think that this is not a completed series, so I don't know how many books she plans on having in the series, but there is at least one out that I still haven't read yet and I want to read. So that one is on there. That is a paranormal romance series. Another paranormal romance series that I want to continue is the Dark Side series by Christy Cunning. This is a completed series. I think there are 4 books and I've read 2.5 of them. This is a reverse harem series and it's hilarious. I absolutely loved book 1, which I believe was called 4 Psychos. I gave book 1 and book 2 5 stars, like such a good start to the series. I definitely want to continue them. The heroine in this one, in book 1, she's like a ghost. So like nobody can see her, but she can see other people, and she can't like influence their lives, but she can see them, and she's like tethered to these 5, I think there's 4. She's tethered to these 4 guys, so she's just like always hanging around with them. And then one day she's able to kill somebody who's attacking those 4 guys, and so she is now able to be seen, and they have to work out who she is, how they know each other, that kind of thing. And it's hilarious, it's amazing, and I very much want to continue the series. Another series is the Poplar Falls series by Amber Kelly. This is an entirely different direction. This is a small town romance series. I read book 1, which was called Rustic Hearts, and I absolutely love it. I read it for a new author reading vlog that I did like a couple of months ago, and I really, really loved it. I gave it 5 stars, and then I went to continue on in the series, and only book 1 had an audiobook, which sucks, but I still want to continue with the series, so they'll just take me a little bit longer to read. But small town romance, very country vibes, loved it. Another one is the Twisted series by Anna Huang. I read Twisted Love months ago and I really, really loved it. And then I was waiting for the audiobooks to come out in order to continue the series, and Anna Huang has started releasing the audiobooks. So I am actually currently reading Twisted Games right now and really enjoying it. And so Twisted Hate and then Twisted Lies just recently came out. The ebook of Twisted Lies just came out, so I very much want to continue the series. It's such a fun series. I think that they're all like rich dudes, but maybe not, because book 2 he's a bodyguard. So I think it just follows a group of like 4 friends and they're like slightly interconnected standalones. Either way, really enjoyed book 1, enjoying book 2, and definitely want to continue. The Kingmaker series by Sophie Lark is another one. I am halfway, or like 30% into The Heir by Sophie Lark. So this is book 1, and I'm definitely going to continue with the series. I absolutely loved Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark, and so I definitely want to read the Kingmaker series. It's the one that I'm most excited for. Like, the Kingmakers was like the reason why I started reading Brutal Birthright, was because I wanted to read the Kingmakers. And the audiobooks for the Kingmaker series are slowly coming out. So book 2's audiobook has recently come out, so I'm hoping by the time that I get to like book 3, the audiobook will come out. And book 3 is the book that I'm most excited for, because that is the like Draco Malfoy type character, and that sounds bomb, so I'm excited for that. Another series is the Bailey Brothers series by Claire Kingsley. I cannot believe that I haven't finished the series yet. I have actually the physical copy of, I think it's called Rewriting the Stars or something. It's the last book in the Bailey Brothers series. I just haven't read it yet. I haven't gotten to it. I can't believe I haven't, but it's the one that I haven't read yet. And it's also a small town romance series that follows different brothers. Absolutely loved the ones that I've read, and I am very positive that I'm going to love the last one, which I believe is Levi's book. Another series that I can't believe that I haven't finished yet is the Bergman series, the Bergman siblings series, I guess, because people say Bergman brothers, but one of them is a sister. So the Bergman siblings series, I have not read book 1 or book 3 in the Bergman siblings series, but I've read 2, 4, and 5. So I need to go back and read 1 and 3. I think I started reading book 1 before she changed it, and I had like stopped. But now that she's changed it, I do want to go back and read book 1, but I do eventually definitely want to read book 3. I just haven't gotten to it yet because it's a marriage in trouble, which is not my favorite trope, but I think that for Chloe Lease that I'm going to attempt, and I think that I will like it. Another one, which kills me to admit to you that I haven't finished yet, is the Grip trilogy by Kennedy Ryan. I still haven't read Still. I know. I just have to be emotionally prepared for it, and I'm not emotionally prepared for it. I'm not emotionally ready. I know it's gonna rip my heart out, and I am just not, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I will 100% be reading this, but just not today. Not today. It's just, I'm not emotionally ready. Another one is the Hoops trilogy by Kennedy Ryan. Kennedy Ryan is really hard for me because I absolutely love her books, but I feel like I've ran a marathon after I've finished one. So I can only read like 1 book every like 6 months of Kennedy Ryan's because they're just so emotionally draining. And so I have read Long Shot, and I started the second one, which I believe is Block Shot, and I think that there was like cheating in it, so I stopped. But I definitely want to go back to Hookshot because everyone says that that one is really amazing. And I think that Brie from Love and Words freaking loves Hookshot, so I have to go back to it. And I will read Kennedy Ryan again at some point. She's just a lot. Then another one is the Hathaway series by Lisa Kleypas. I think I've only read book 1. I think Mine Till Midnight is the only one in that series that I've read. I can't believe that I haven't continued in this series considering how much I loved the book 1. But I think that it'll be great. It follows the Hathaway siblings, and I love Lisa Kleypas's writing. I liked the Wallflower series, which I read before this, so I want to go in and go back and finish reading the Hathaways. Another one is the Fifth Avenue Rebel series by Joanna Shupe. I only read book 2, which is The Lady Gets Lucky, and I want to go back and read The Heiress Hunt, and then also read The Bride Goes Rogue, which is book 3, because I absolutely loved The Lady Gets Lucky, so I want to continue with the rest of the books and finish the series. Another one is the Underworld series by Sophie Lark. I read Ivan, and I freaking loved it. It's still one of my top 3 favorite Sophie Lark books, so I want to continue with the Underworld series. Everyone says that Snow, I think Snow is the one, is really good. So I really want to continue reading with those ones. Those ones are just hard because, again, they don't have audiobooks, and Sophie has said that she's not sure if she's going to make audiobooks for those ones, which sucks for me, but that's okay, I guess. So those ones will just take me a long time, but I do want to work my way through them. Another one, a popular series that I've read 2 books from already, is the Salacious Players Club series. I absolutely loved Praise, and I enjoyed Eyes on Me, and I'm very excited for Give Me More. I haven't read Give Me More yet, but I think that I'm going to freaking love that one. The blurb for Mercy has come out, and that one sounds fantastic also. So I'm definitely going to be reading the series, and I hope loving the rest of the books also. Another Claire Kingsley series is the Dirty Martini Running Club series. I have read books 1 and 2, I believe. Yes, I think I've read books 1 and 2, and I want to read book 3, and then also book 4 I think is coming out this year, so I want to be ready for that one. But I really love this Claire Kingsley series. It follows a group of girlfriends, and I love their female friendship. It's fantastic. I love their heroes, so I'm having a good time with it, and I really like Claire Kingsley's writing. Another series is the Necessary Evil series by Onley James. This one is a perfect example for me of why I will always try book 2, even if I didn't love book 1, because I didn't love book 1 in the Necessary Evil series, but I have loved all of the rest of the books. I gave book 2 5 stars. I gave book 4 and 5 5 stars. So I am so happy that I continued with this freaking series even after giving book 1 like 2.5 3 stars. Because I have loved the rest of them. So I am very, very excited for Lunatic to come out. I think it comes out this month or next month maybe. But I'm very, very excited to have that one come out and read it, and then finally get Aiden's book. I'm dying for Aiden's book. It's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait, and I'm just very, very excited. These are serial killer psychopath romances, and they're like sweetheart serial killers. They're sweethearts, but they're also serial killers. It's like, it's weird, but it's great. It works really well. One that I am so embarrassed to say that I haven't finished yet is the Anti-Heroes in Love duet by Gianna Darling. I read When Heroes Fall months ago at this point, and I have not picked up When Villains Rise. I just cannot believe I haven't, but it's an embarrassing one. I'm sorry. But it's really, I'm really going to, I promise I'm going to. It's gonna happen eventually. Because I really, really, really loved book 1. I gave it 5 stars. It's gonna be a fantastic second half. I mean, it's Gianna Darling, so she can't do any wrong, so I think it's gonna be great. Then the last one that I'm going to mention is the Ruthless Rival series by Kate Bateman. This is another one that is a historical romance series. I read and absolutely adored A Reckless Match. I gave it 5 stars. It's a rival families series, and book 2 came out a couple of months ago, and I haven't read it yet. My mom read it. My mom really liked it. She did say she liked book 1 better, but I am excited to try book 2 and continue with the series. I really, really love Kate Bateman, and this series is definitely one that I'm enjoying, so I'm going to continue with that one. That is all the ones that I was going to mention. I went through those so quickly. I'm so sorry. I talked so fast, but I can't film with my fan on, and it's really, really hot in here, so sorry. But that is going to be it for this video. Please like if you liked it, and subscribe and stick around, and let me know down in the comments below if you have read any of these series, if you recommend more of them. Let me know all your thoughts on the books that I've talked about in this video. I want to chat with all of you. But that is going to be it, so I hope you have a great day. Bye!